What's up, YouTube? So this is gonna be over a topic I've been thinking about for probably a week or so now before I came to this point. So, who you should take advice from? I'm sure a lot of you have heard that if you hang out with 4 people, you're going to become the 5th of whatever it is, right? All across the board. Whether it's working out, being a millionaire, being a bum, being an athlete, like whatever it is, if you hang out with 4 people, you will become the 5th of whatever it is. So, you have to be careful who you're listening to, who you're taking advice from. Okay? And that's just straight across the board. This has got to be one of the top life lessons you could ever learn. Serious. Not everyone needs to hear your problems. Not everyone needs to hear what's going on in your life. In fact, most people shouldn't. There's like a saying, like 80% of people who tell you problems to don't care, and there's like 10% in there that wish you had them. And you go through life and you don't think you see demons, you don't think you see that evil, but you do. And unfortunately, a lot of it isn't from strangers, it's from people you know personally. Not everyone has the best interest in your life, unfortunately. And that's just a big bullet you need to just eat and learn it and move on. And this is it. If you tell people your problems, exactly what I just said, 80% of people don't care, and there's about 10% of people that wish you had them. Don't tell people your problems on a major scale. You can tell, hints or here and there, ask for advice on this and that. Get multiple sources, though. Before you make a big decision, you should ask out to probably at least 3 different sources of people that you actually trust or that are actually qualified to answer your question. And this is pretty broad, what I'm saying, because this goes across the entire spectrum. Dating, business, right? Just like relationships, friendships, you name it. If you hang out with 4 people, you're going to become the 5th of whatever it is. And so you have to pay attention to who you're listening to. You have to have actual mentors, is what I'm saying. Actual mentors. There were times when I was going through a relationship and I was like heartbroken over some shit, and the person I was talking to was like the only person that would even answer my calls at this point, because I had been complaining about this for months, right? This was the only person that would answer my calls, and that person would fall asleep while I'm talking to him about whatever. I'm in the middle of just explaining some outrageous thing that happened, and this person is just falling asleep. I can hear him just snoring on the line. And it's like, dude, do you know how bad that made me feel? You know how bad that made me feel? You know how rough that was for me? Because I didn't have anybody to talk to. Like, literally the one person I was talking to was just snoozing on the line. Like, they didn't even give a fuck enough to even listen to me for a minute, or like to whatever I was ranting about at that time. And it's like, I had some serious things going on in my head. Like, that was really, really serious to me. And they're just on the line, just snoozing. They don't even care. Or maybe they did, but they were just, it's like, that was not the person I needed to talk to at that time. And that was the only person that would pick up my call. And I thought that they were like a real friend. And I still think that they are. But it's like, that was not the person that I needed to talk to at that time. Okay? And so you need to figure out who your group is and who you need to talk to in specific moments even. Because I can call this person. I love them to death. But it's like, are they the person that I should be taking advice from like relationships? Obviously not. Like, if I take, and I'm going to throw this like way under the bus here, but if I was going to take advice from a bum on how to pay my rent, I would probably end up on the streets, right? Like, not gonna lie, if I talk to 10 single people on how to build a relationship, I'm probably gonna be single. Okay? You see these? See what I'm saying? So you actually have to determine, like, pick who you're gonna listen to. And it sounds easy, like, oh, I can listen to them. I can listen to my mom. I can listen to my dad. I'm telling you, you can't, because they are not dealing with your situation. They don't know your mind. They don't know your intentions. They don't know what you're doing with your life. And so it's your decision at the end of the day. But you can pick who you listen to. That's what I'm saying. Are you going to take advice from bums on how to pay your rent? Are you going to listen to single people on how to get into a relationship? Are you going to listen to employees on how to start a business? No. Just don't. Just don't. Like, you might love this person to death. They might be your mom, your dad, your best friend, your cousin, or whatever. If they don't have the life that you want in that specific area, then you should not listen to them. It's like, I was just had a whole weekend with my family over Easter, and my family, like, my cousins are like doctors, business owners, LLC owners, fucking Federal Reserve ranking, blah 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 blah, like, smart people in my family. They really are. But it's like, they're all smart, but if I were to ask this same question to all of them, they'd probably all give me a different answer. And so if you are, you have to pay attention to who you're actually listening to. If they don't have what you want in life, then don't listen to them. Don't ask them that question. I'm serious. If I were to go ask all of my friends right now about how to start a YouTube channel, you know what they would tell me? Nah, you can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it, dude. You know why? Because none of them have done it before. So people are going to give you their experience on their life. If they don't see it in their mind, they're gonna tell you no. And so know that if you want something that someone else doesn't have, they're probably gonna tell you bad advice. Like, you actually have to listen to people that only have your vision, and then that have done it before, or that are doing it, that you can learn from. Because other people just don't even have, like, it's just not even in, like, the realm. Like, I've talked to engineers, like ranked people in my society. I know a lot of them because I've gone out and branched, and I've done this for the last 10 years of my life. Just try to find this advice. And you know what? You have to just dig really deep in yourself on what you want and find what you want and just go fucking after it. And you don't need to listen to anybody else. You don't need to listen to anybody. Some of the, like, my parents are really, really smart. I don't take their advice on half the things that they tell me because that's not the life I want to live. That's not what I want to do. And exactly, like, I just said this. I went through Easter weekend, and my grandpa is about to turn 90. All of my grandparents, like, my 4 grandparents are alive right now. They're in their 80s. My oldest grandpa is about to turn 90. And so I'm 31, dude. Do you know what that tells me? I have 60 years potentially to just create content and do what I want to do. That's what that means to me. It's like, if I live anything close to that age at all, like, if even if I live to be 70 or 60, dude, I got 30, 40, 50 more years of just spreading my knowledge on what I've learned in my life. And I'm telling you guys, like, yeah, this is more for, like, a younger guys, but you really need to surround yourself with people that are doing what you want to do. And you really need to just take advice from people that are only doing what you want to do or have what you have, and that is it. That is it. You don't go to the gym and then expect to take advice from, like, the fat person on the treadmill. Like, go to the ripped guy that looks like he's on steroids and whatever else, and, like, ask him what he's doing. You don't have to do steroids, but, like, ask him what he's doing, dude. Ask him his routine. Ask him if he can fit in. Dude, that's literally life, guys. That's literally life. Like, if you didn't make it in your 20s, you can make it in your 30s. If you didn't make it in your 30s, you can make it in your 40s. If you make it in your 40s, you can make it in your 50s. And so on. Like, my grandparents are all alive, and they're in their 80s, bro. Dude. Like, pick up something like YouTube, bro. Pick up the camera, dude. That's what I'm saying. Pick up the camera. Start recording your day, dude. Do you know what you can do with if you live to be 90? You think you're done? You might live to be 90, dude. You just pick up the camera. Go to the gym, dude. You might live to be 90. That's insane. Like, if I live to be that old, bro, I'm not even close to, like, my prime yet. I'm 31. That's insane, guys. Like, why you guys all don't give up at 25, dude? You're not done yet. You're not even close to being done. You just started. You're a baby. It's insane. Like, so what? You're not rich and famous by 20. Who gives a shit, dude? You literally have 60 years of that. We got AI, we got all kinds of stuff now. See what I'm saying? Like, it's absolutely nuts, but for real, you have to pay attention to who you're listening to. Are you gonna listen to the 60-year-old that did nothing in his life and take his advice? Or are you gonna listen to someone just getting it in their 20s or 30s or 40s even? Like, you could be 60 years old right now and just pick up the camera and you got 20, 30 years of video in. That's absolutely insane, guys. And you know what I was thinking about? Like, with this whole AI stuff that's going on. Dude, can you imagine someone just pulls up to your casket, like your grave, in like 100 years, and they're just take a picture of your barcode, and it just pulls up like everything that this person did in their entire life on social media. Like, can you just imagine that? Like, this guy just pulls up, like boom, hits your fucking casket, snap, barcode, just doosh. Everything that this person did in their life. And so if you want to be on like your grandkids pulling you up, boom, on your casket and being like, oh, he gave up at 25 and didn't do anything. Or they could be like, damn, dude, this guy was freaking getting it, dude. This guy was getting it, and he's smart. Like, I could take his advice and like scroll through these videos, dude. This guy's smart. Like, dude, that's how you need to be, guys. Like, that's what going day to day means to me. Is like, let's get better. Let's get better, guys. Like, let's get amped. It's like, so what? I'm 31 right now. Am I done? No. I'm not even close to being done, dude. Like I said, all of my grandparents are still alive. 83, 85, 86, 90, 89. Dude. At that rate, I have like almost 60 years of posting. Do you know how many people I can influence in that time? Potentially. Pick up the camera, guys. That's what I'm saying. But most importantly, pay attention to who you're listening to. You have a long time to live, dude. Why be a bum at 30? Go learn something. Pick up the camera, dude. Don't give up, guys. You get a long time, dude, but for real, pay attention to who you're listening to. That's gotta be it has to be one of my biggest advices I could give to you. Like, if you want to go to that place, go. If you want to go if you want to do this, do that, do it. It's like, you got time. I moved to this place a year ago, and I've already messed up a couple times, and I'm still here, and I'm still going, and it's like, it wasn't even nothing, dude. Like, I could mess up for 6 months, I could mess up for a year, I could mess up for 3-4 years, and I could still come back from that and charge. That's what I'm saying, guys. But you have to pay attention to who you're listening to. So, if you're gonna be the fourth, like, you're gonna be the fifth. So, whatever it is, you might as well pick up the camera and start posting. Might as well be my fifth YouTuber, bruh. Hey, if you like this video, go check out one of my other ones.